Ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. My name is Pillsbury68, and I'm back. At least for now. Anyways, today we are beating Pokemon Sword with only Basculin. The name is a little incorrect, but I'll explain that later in the rules. First off, I want to explain why I'm beating Pokemon Sword with a very random Pokemon. You see, in my first playthrough of Pokemon Sword, I got a Basculin thinking it would be a good choice for my team. Now, I'm not really sure what Basculin ever did to me, but whatever it was, I was pissed. And Basculin became my least favorite Pokemon, and I couldn't even remember why. However, last year I did a 3-person cagelocke with my friends, and during that Nuzlocke, I got a Basculin. And this guy was the backbone of my team, carrying me and the rest of my very small team at the time through all the major battles. My respect for Basculin had grown immensely, and I wanted to do something to apologize to him. So I decided to go back to the roots of our beef and nip it in the bud by beating the game with him and only him. Or, sort of. That brings me into the rules. Rule number 1. Once I get to the point that I can obtain Basculin, I can only use Basculin and no other Pokemon. Yes, I could have done other things to get Basculin immediately, like transferring him in through Pokemon Home, but I'm way too lazy to do that. Rule number 2. I can use multiple Basculin given the circumstances. If I'm unable to beat certain battles with my current team, I can add more Basculin to my team. This rule is here because I am real bad at Pokemon. Like, notoriously bad at Pokemon. That cagelocke that I said I did, yeah, I came in last place, and I lost real bad. I guarantee you that I'm not going to be able to beat this game with only one Bass. Rule number 3. I am allowed to use items, TMs, and TRs as I please. However, I'm not allowed to revive Pokemon during the battle. So if my first Bass dies in battle, I can't revive him until I leave the battle or get to a Pokemon Center. Anyway, that's pretty much all the rules. Sorry for the rambling, and the classic Pillsbury intro being very long. It's time to begin. Now, I'd just like to preface that this isn't my first attempt. I started this a while back, but gave up due to just not having the time to play through the game. But what I do remember was there was a very funny moment in that first attempt. So I looked at where you can find Basculin in the game, and the 2 places you can find Basculin are in the docks at Hulbury and in the Modestoke Riverbank. Now, if I told you the Modestoke Riverbank, and you were to think logically about where this place is, where do you think the Modestoke Riverbank would be? The fucking bank of the river right outside Modestoke? Yeah, that's what I thought too, but apparently the Modestoke Riverbank is this tiny little bitch-ass pond which I can't access till I beat the 3rd gym. I spent 2 fucking hours sitting in front of Modestoke trying to fish for Basculin, and I found nothing! I love Pokemon Sword, and I've played through it more times than I can count, but what the hell? How am I supposed to remember the game is stupid and thinks a riverbank is a fucking pond? Alright, anyway, in our second attempt, a couple months later, I named myself Basculin, because Basculin is cool as hell, yes. I picked Grookey, catch a Rookity, name them Not Basculin and Not Basculin 2, and make my way towards Milo. I'll spare you guys the stupid long time this pregame takes, because it's so gosh damn boring. The one thing I hate about Pokemon Sword is its pregame. But anyway, we get through the entrance ceremony, go beat Bede for the first time, and beat Milo, albeit with a little trouble, because Rookity was underleveled. But we can finally move on to Hulbury and catch our first 2 team members. Say hello to Shuttlecock and Bassmeister. I caught 2 Basculin because I already had 2 Mons on the team, and honestly, I thought we'd need them. Shuttlecock was the name of my Basculin in the cagelocke, which is why I named the first one after him. Anyway, I next did a bunch of max raids in order to get XP candies to level these fellas up. And then I went to fight Nessa. I might have forgotten to start recording, but we're in the water gym now. It's fine, it's fine. That would have been not good. But I was just saying something that I was going to put in the video, and I looked over and I realized I wasn't recording. So good thing that was, yeah. Anyway, what I was saying was, I love these puzzles like this. I love puzzles like this. I don't care how annoying they are. I think they're so much fun. Alright, Basculin's first real battle. We got Shuttlecock and Bassmeister. The Bassmeister. You gotta say it like that too. Shuttlecock and the Bassmeister. I realized in the Nessa fight that I accidentally really overleveled these fellas, so much that Shuttlecock swept Nessa's entire team. After I beat Nessa, I went to challenge Bede for the 2nd time, very scared of how overleveled I was. Bede, I'm warning you, don't challenge me. I have extremely overleveled Pokemon and the move Crunch. You're gonna die. Naturally, I'm up for a Pokemon battle, but you're gonna die, and I don't want the guy with the cool-ass theme to be skrunked. You don't even have an evolved form of Solosis yet. Oh, you're screwed, dude. I'm sorry, but you're so fucked. You are so fucked. Then I went to challenge Kabu. I mean, this gym's gonna be like a 20-second fight because I'm gonna one-shot all his mons. But, like, it's fine.
You should not die. You should not die.
What?
You should not Dynamax.
That's a good idea. Let's not Dynamax. Scald takes down the Ninetales, Scald takes down the Arcanine, and three Scalds take down the Centiskorch. After that, we did all the story stuff on the way to Stow-on-Side, swept Hop in a battle, and challenged B. Also, I should probably talk about the held items that I gave these two. I gave Shuttlecock the Leftovers, which I picked up a while back in the wild area, and I gave Bassmeister the Rocky Helmet, which I picked up right before this in Stow-on-Side. Both of these items weren't super important now, but would be later in the run. Anyways, we challenged B, and I was distracted looking at Snapchat at the time. I Psychic Fanged the Hitmontop, and he used Counter, one-shotting Shuttlecock. Then I proceeded to sell the fight because I was worried that I didn't outspeed the Machamp because I was double down in speed. I did in fact outspeed him, however the one time I actually decided to go for it, my Zen Headbutt missed. Oh, I outspeed him, I guess. Oh, This was the first loss of the run. On the second attempt, I learned from my previous mistakes, and we beat B very easily. After this, we fought Bede again, beating him with ease and sending him away forever. By the way, Bede's battle theme is actually my favorite theme in all of Pokemon. I don't know why, but I really, really like it. Next, we make our way through the Glimwood tank, take on one of the worst gym challenges ever made, and then fight Opal. And this fight is a breeze, since she practically hands you stat boosts on a silver platter. We start with Shuttlecock, Psychic Fangs takes out the Weezing, Scald takes out the Mawile, and then Shuttlecock dies to the Togekiss after dealing some good damage with takedowns. We send in Bassmeister, who finishes it off with a Zen Headbutt. We then Dynamax and 2 Max Geysers take down the Alchemy. Anyways, after we beat Opal, she drops a peak phrase. They say two's company after all. That's another great phrase. They say two's company after all. Big fan of that one. I'm a big fan of that phrase, actually. There's so many. Whenever like a good old new phrase comes up, me and Matt are always like, ah, what a phrase. Now that's a good phrase if I've ever seen one. I love the phrase. That's a fantastic. I think the phrase. They say two's company after all. That's a great one. I'm a big fan of that. Oh, Bede, what are you doing here? And then we go to Hammerlock and find Bede, who's just been kicked out of the gym challenge. Then Opal comes along and kidnaps him for whatever reason. Next, we fight Hop and run into a huge problem that goes by the name of Trevenant. Trevenant's Horn Leech did a ridiculously stupid amount of damage, and because Hop used a full restore, I lost. What the fuck? Attempt 2. Trevenant uses Confuse Ray, and Shuttlecock hits him in Confusion twice in a row. And it's, what the fuck? What the And then Trevenant lives on 1 when Bassmeister hits him with the Zen Headbutt. He lived on 1! He lived on 1! Oh my god! Then full restores. Loss number 2. Oh, you're an asshole, Hop. Oh, you suck. Oh, you are an asshole, dude. Oh my god. Attempt 3. I'm able to get through the Trevenant with Shuttlecock, but then Hop sends out Boltund, who kills him with a Spark. But Bassmeister is able to take down the Boltund with a Revenge, and is able to finish up the battle. Next, we go to challenge Gordy. Shuttlecock loses to his Barbaracle, and Bassmeister then later goes to his Stonejourner's Rock Tomb, which did much more than I expected. Attempt 2. I switch up our roster and send out Bassmeister first so I can use Revenge of the Barbaracle to take it down. His Shuckle poses no issue to us. We then Dynamax and one-shot both the Stonejourner and the G-Max Colossal. Once again, we have a tough Hop fight. We trade takedowns to kill the double, but then he sends out Pincurchin. Takedown does not do a lot, and Spark gets me low. Then Bassmeister dies to the Hail. Then Shuttlecock gets him down to red, but Hop uses a Hyper Potion to heal him. Then the same thing happens to Shuttlecock. Spark gets him low, and Hail kills. He also kept using Curse to raise his attack into his defense. Attempt 2. I take down double and swap to Shuttlecock. He sets up Curses while I try to damage him the best I can. I get him to the red, but Hop again uses a Hyper Potion, and for some reason I get him down to red, and the Hail doesn't kill. Bassmeister is able to finish the job, and then we trade blows with the Snorlax, Corviknight, and Rotalion to finish the battle. With that over, we head through Antarctica, beat Marnie so we can enter Spikemuth, do the stupid annoying gym challenge, and then go to a concert.
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. And if there's too many heads in my blunt, I won't spark it out, put it in my pocket and save it like rocket fuel. Till everybody's gone and it's cool, then I spark it up with my brother. His mama named him Moan, but I call him Moan Lover. And he's more than a cover, he's a quilt. We're putting shit together like the house that John built.
Thanks, Piers. Anyway, now it's gym battle time. We lead with Shuttlecock and spam Scald to take down his Scrafty. Unfortunately, the Malamar crit payback, which took down Shuttlecock. We send in Bassmeister, who takes down the Malamar but falls to the Obstagoon's throat chop due to Obstruct lowering his defense. Attempt 2. And this time, Shuttlecock is able to take down the Malamar as well as the Obstagoon before falling to the Skunk Tank. We send in Bassmeister to finish it off. 7th gym badge acquired. Next, I pick up the best move I will get in this entire playthrough, Ice Fang. It wouldn't be super important right now, but later it would be. I also had Ice Beam on Bassmeister, so I was hoping the Raihan fight would be a walk in the park. The Gym Trainers actually gave me a lot of trouble though, so going into the fight, I was a little scared. The only plan I had for this fight was to immediately take down the Flygon because I didn't want to deal with Breaking Swipe. I also found out that he used Thunder Punch, so I'm glad I decided to do that. One Ice Beam was enough to kill him. Gigalith also wasn't an issue, and went down to a few Scalds. Next, Raihan and I both Dynamax. He goes for a Max Knuckle, which does a little bit, and I get paralyzed due to Sandaconda's Glare, so I can't use Max Hailstorm. I used my next turn with Shuttlecock to heal Bassmeister, and use a Max Hailstorm onto Duraludon, which does less damage than I wanted to. Next turn, Duraludon uses a scary Max Roxfall that gets me to yellow, and I get paralyzed again, so my Max Hailstorm misses. This is ridiculous! A burn from Scald kills Sandaconda, and then Shuttlecock falls to Stone Edge, but 2 Revenge is enough to take down the Duraludon and secure our final gym badge. Champion Roads is a pain in the ass. I actually lost this double battle once because they had a fuck ton of electric moves. So I took a quick detour to the second Galar Mines, and I picked up the TM Mudshot, which would see some use. Then in attempt 2 I beat them. We get to Wyndon and fight Marnie, and honestly this fight was really easy. So yeah, we just kind of beat her and moved on. It wasn't hard at all. Now, time to fight Hot. Or, sort of. So I took a 35-day break, and a lot happened in these 35 days. Mother's Day, finals, the entirety of my science fair project, I went on a Kairos retreat, the resurrection of Christ, track and field sectionals, the season finale of Survivor 48, I watched a lot of Black Clover, and a whole lot of other stuff. But finally, I was done with school and I could focus on this video. So 35 days later, it's finally time to challenge Hop. And I lost because of something stupid. I didn't mean to... Are you fucking shitting me? Well, I die here. No shot I survive this thing at 54 HP. I didn't mean to fucking... I didn't mean to press Double Edge. I meant to hit Dynamax. Anyways, the second battle, we beat the shit out of him. Nothing much to say there. Anyway, now we gotta play hide and seek with the grown-ass man and beat up all his pocket monsters. Oh, hey, look, another street performance from Piers.
On the hill, cause this you're gonna feel like velvet, turtle. My style fits tighter than a girdle. If you hate it, then you can just leave it, like Beaver. But in a day or two, I'll make you a true believer in me. Cause like the alphabet, you'll see that ism kicks a rhyme, not your everyday soliloquy. Like Chef Boyardee, my rhyme is truly cooking. Piece of Matty Rich, cause he's straight out of Brooklyn, New York. I don't eat pork or swine when I dine. I drink a cup of Kool-Aid, not a big glass of wine or a Hen. If you have time, I'll drop rhyme again.
I love how they, like, let the little kids buy, the 10-year-olds buy, if they just beat them in a Pokemon battle. Like, you beat me in a Pokemon battle, what am I gonna do now? It's not like I can tackle you and call the police for, trespassing. Anyway, we fight Oleana, and I lead with Shuttlecock, but Frostlass outspeeds me, and Hex does a stupid amount of damage. Attempt 2, and Shuttlecock is able to take down the Frostlass, but then the next Pokemon she sends out is their Zarina. And she's got Trope Kick, which does a lot, and kills Shuttlecock. But she sells and uses Acrobatics, allowing Bassmeister to take her down. The Salazzle goes down to a Mudshot, and we trade moves with the Milotic until it goes down. We heal, and she sends out G-Max Garbodor. Max Rockfall doesn't do too much, and we Dynamax, and... No, I didn't mean to... Why does it go to Dynamax automatically like that? That's so stupid. Alright, attempt 3, and we do the exact same thing with Dynamax this time. We then max Quaker Garbodor to death. Time to battle Bede, who not only has the best battle theme, but also the best theme in the game. Good old Scald spamming takes down the Mawile, but Gardevoir uses Calm Mind and kills Shuttlecock. Then Bassmeister makes it through the rest of the fight, but loses to Hatterene at the end. As per usual, the second time's the charm though, and we make quick work of Bede in the second attempt. Nessa went decently. There were a few hitches, and I should have won, but the dumbass button Skrunk strikes again. No! What the f— I did it again! I did it again! Are you kidding me? I quit. I quit. And par for the course, second time's the charm, and we beat Nessa. It lived on one! Oh my— I die here. Alright, attempt numero tres, and I'm pissed. We lead with Shuttlecock and head smash the Golisopod, who emergency exits. Classic emergency exit, man. Next we trade blows with the Seeking till he dies. Golisopod is ready for round 2, and Shuttlecock makes quick work of him with a crunch. Barraskewda is up, and he outspeeds us to use Throat Chop. We head smash, killing it. Pelipper is up, and we once again head smash to destroy the Pelipper. Dreadnought is up, and we leave Shuttlecock in to waste 2 Dynamax turns by healing and head smashing. Which the big ass turtle avoided somehow, but our boy lives on a clutch 1 HP, and Dreadnought is out of Dynamax turns. Oh! Then we Dynamax Bassmeister, and 1 Max Quake ends the battle. B went off without a hitch. That's really all I have to say about that battle, honestly. It was very simple. And now it's time for Raihan. Well, first, I start off by sending out the wrong Bass, as well as Torkoal as Solar Beam, which kills Bassmeister. We send in Shuttlecock, who takes the Torkoal down after a quick full restore from Raihan. But next, we have an even bigger problem. Goodra, who uses Thunder to kill Shuttlecock. Yikes. Attempt 2, and we lead with the correct Bass, but lose again for some reason. Attempt 3, and we lead with Shuttlecock. And Head Smash, but he dies to Solar Beam. Bassmeister finishes it off, and once we get to Goodra, we Dynamax, and 2 Max Hailstorms takes out Goodra. A third takes out Flygon. A few Mud Shots take out the Turtonator, and Raihan sends out Duraludon, who Dynamaxes and uses G-Max Depletion and a Max Knuckle. I use a Revenge to do just over half. He uses a Max Rockfall, which gets me back to yellow, but now he's out of Dynamax turns. He Dragon Claws twice, crits the second one, and I get some much-needed chip damage from Rocky Helmet. I risk it for the biscuit and kill with Mud Shot. A tough, but well-deserved win. Alright, it's time to fight the champion. I sure hope Chairman Rose doesn't intervene for any stupid reason or something like that. Oh, Skrunk. Alright, well now we gotta stop Chairman Rose. We do a bunch of annoying slumbering weld shit, and then head down to the Rose to fight him. Oh! Oh! Fellas, I think I'm fucked. Power Whip. Okay, that's gonna kill me. Wow. I'm high-key fucked. Attempt 2. I get fucked. Alright, so I'm very sure I need a third Bass for this fight, so I go back to Hulbury and get the third member of our team, John Bass. I try to train him up in max raids, but I quickly realize that these CPUs fucking suck, and there's no shot I'm winning even a single one. Attempt 3. I get fucked. Again. Then I realize, hold up, why did I go to Hulbury? The Motostoke River Bank is right over here, with higher level mods. So say hello to our 4th member of the team, James Pond. 43? Anyway, this is when I found an essential move to win this battle. Basculin learns Final Gambit, so I teach it to both John Bass and James Pond to plan out a fail-safe, foolproof plan on how to win. Attempt 4. I used Final Gambit wrong. So yeah, I thought Final Gambit was like Endeavor, and I was forced to Dynamax early, so I lost to the Caparaja. Attempt 5. I used Final Gambit wrong a second time. And Dynamaxed early, but I would have won, but Max Quake crit here. Oh, what? It got a crit? Are you fucking shitting me? I would have won that time! That's ridiculous. Attempt 6. Shuttlecock head smashes the Escavalier, we bring out James Pond and use a Final Gambit to the correct way this time, and Bassmeister finishes it off. I Dynamax Max Knuckle the Kling Clang twice, which kills, then one-shot the Berserker. I send out John Bass and heal Bassmeister, and also waste a turn of Dynamax. Next I send Bassmeister in, tank a Max Mindstorm, and get it to about half with Revenge. I Mudshot getting it low before sacking Bassmeister. Shuttlecock finishes the job with 2 Scalds. That was the toughest battle so far, but it was one I had to work for, so it was actually pretty fun, and looking back on it, I think that was the most fun battle of the entire playthrough. We do all this stuff with Eternatus and make sure to name him not Basculin 3 before going to face the champion. Yeah, I only want Bass on my team, no gods of energy allowed. Now, it's time to fight the champion. I lead with Shuttlecock and take out the Aegislash with 2 crunches, but I quickly realized that this battle is going to be a lot harder than I thought. I still want to save. I still want to save the thing. Okay, you have Thunderbolt. He crits Thunderbolt, one-shotting Bassmeister, and then killing the rest of my team. Oh boy, this one's going to be tough. Attempt 2. I, again, lose to Dragapult. Attempt 3. I lose to Dragapult and Haxorus. Attempt 4. Seismitoad crits Earthquake. 2 hours of grinding levels later, and it's time to keep trying. Attempt 5. Cinderace outspeeds me, and Head Smash Recoil kills me. Attempt 6. I lose to Seismitoad's Earthquake. Attempt 7. Haxorus. Attempt 8. Dragapult. Attempt 9. Dragapult and Haxorus. Attempt 10. Now this is the farthest I've gotten in the battle so far, and it's when I realized something. You see, I've been Dynamaxing early to deal with Dragapult and Haxorus, and I finally got to the Charizard in this attempt, and realized I can't do that. Charizard one-shot Shuttlecock at full health with 1 max overgrowth, so now I was going to have to come up with a completely different strategy than I had before to get through the fight. I went to a Google Doc and took 20 minutes making myself a fucking procedure on how to beat this fight. Also, thanks to Matt for telling me to replace Ice Beam with Ice Fang due to Ice Fang having a chance to freeze and flinch, and to go get the Protect TM. Attempt 11, I lose to Dragapult Haxorus Seismitoad Trio. Attempt 12, Dragapult paralyzes me and avoids Ice Fang. Attempt 13, Dragapult crits Thunderbolt. Attempt 14, he lives on red. Attempt 15, I lose Shuttlecock to Aegislash. Attempt 16, I quit because we went to Best Buy to fix Matt's hard drive. It couldn't be fixed, so we had to buy a new one. Attempt 17, Aegislash drops my attack with King Shield and lives on 1. Attempt 18, the exact same thing happens. Attempt 19, Dragapult dodges Ice Fang. Attempt 20, Dragapult paralyzes me. Attempt 21, Dragapult lives on 1. After this live on 1, I realized I needed something to handle that, so I went back and taught Bassmeister Aqua Jet in order to have priority over Dragapult's ridiculous speed stats. Attempt 22, Dragapult lives on 1 and Leon 4 restores. Attempt 23, a really stupid thing happened. I got to the Charizard and Dynamax and used Max Guard, then full restored my second Dynamax turn and planned on using Max Rockfall. However, I was unfortunately put in a situation where I had to tank a move. I had 2 options. One was full restore again, and another was max guard again and full restore the next turn when neither of us were Dynamax. I went with the latter. Fuck! Fuck! No! What? What? Wait, please don't kill me, 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 please. Not only did Max Guard fail, which I didn't think would happen because I healed in between the 2 turns, but Max Rockfall also crit. I don't know if that would have killed me if it didn't crit, but that just poured salt on the wound. This was the closest I had gotten to winning, and let me remind you that this is attempt 23. And while I didn't do all these attempts in a row, I was so tired of this fight and I just wanted it to be over. After this fight, I considered quitting. I considered ending the video and simply putting, yes, it is possible to defeat Pokemon Sword with a team of only Basculin, however, you'll have to be really damn lucky to do it. But I didn't want to do that. First off, I knew it was possible. I knew I could do it, and second, I thought of how I'd feel once I beat it. So I kept chugging along. Attempt 24, Dragapult paralyzes me. Attempt 25, Dragapult lives on 1 and full restores. At this point, I was tired of Dragapult's stupid-ass living on 1 bullshit, so I went to go grind about another level or 2 for each of my Pokemon. Attempt 26, Aegislash and I traded King Shields and Protects until I got pissed and reset. Attempt 27. This one really pissed me off. Dragapult lives on 1, so me predicting a full restore uses Ice Fang instead of Aqua Jet. But he doesn't full restore, even though he has full restore there every single time before. So he kills Bassmeister and we lose. What the fuck? You use the full restore there every other fucking time. To combat this full restore dilemma, I taught James Pond Aqua Jet 2 in order to have priority so I could Ice Fang and then Aqua Jet to get some chip damage in, so the Ice Fang from Bassmeister would kill the Dragapult in Bassmeister's turn. Attempt 28, Dragapult paralyzes me. Attempt 29, Seismitoad Earthquake quits. Attempt 30, Head Smash Recoil kills me against Cinderace. Attempt 31, Aegislash and I get locked into a King Shield Protect Stalemate that pisses me off so much that I reset. Attempt 32, Dragapult paralyzes me, which has my speed, so I get outsped again by Haxorus. What the fuck? Attempt 33, this one was hilarious. I had a ridiculous lit crash out at the beginning of this battle, and I thought it was really funny, so here you go. Here it is. I'm so upset. Genuinely. Like, this has been the worst RNG I've ever gotten in any battle of my life ever. I don't know what it is. Like, it's ridiculous. Who knows? Maybe Max Overgrowth that one time, without the crit, did kill John Bass. You know what was ridiculous, though? When I saw that crit on Seismitoad. When I saw that motherfucking crit on Seismitoad, that Seismitoad did onto Shuttlecock to kill him, I was pissed. I was so upset. I am beyond upset right now. I'm beyond pissed. It's acceptance. It's acceptance, because I accept that this is the worst fucking battle I've ever... I don't understand what's so bad about this fucking battle. Like, I don't understand how unlucky I am getting in this battle. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Something has to go wrong every fucking time I'm in this goddamn battle. And it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. If I see Leon's bitch ass smack his fucking face one more goddamn time, I swear to God, I am gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't do anything. He's a fictional character. So help me God, if he goes for King Shield this time, instead of Shadow Ball, like he's been doing the last I don't know how many times, I swear to fuck. I swear to fuck. He better go for Shadow Ball this turn. This is fucking ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. I've lost it. I've lost it at this point because I fucking lost this battle so many goddamn times. When is this gonna fucking stop? This is ridiculous. I'm done. This is so fucking stupid. So help me God if something stupid happens and to make me lose this fucking battle. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. If some stupid, dumbass bullshit happens to make me lose this fucking battle, I am going to be beyond upset. A crit paralysis from this motherfucker? I don't care what. I am... Like, this is ridiculous. There it is! There it is! There it is! There the fuck it is! Huh? Yeah, hilarious. Whatever. That is actually very helpful that he crit there. It is. Alright, we lead with Shuttlecock. Aegislash King Shields, and we crunch. He lands a Shadow Ball, and we crunch again to kill him. We switch to James Pond, and Dragapult Thunderbolts. We get paralyzed, but followed up with a crit Ice Fang. We get paralyzed the next turn, where we have Aqua Jet to get chip damage in, so that crit mattered in order for us to beat Dragapult. Thunderbolt kills James Pond, so we send in Bassmeister, who tanks the Thunderbolt, then Ice Fangs for the kill. Haxorus is sent out, and we keep in Bassmeister. We Ice Fang the Haxorus and sack Bassmeister to an Outrage. The Outrage does activate Rocky Helmet, so we get some much-needed chip damage. We send out Shuttlecock and protect the first turn, then Head Smash to ensure that we kill Haxorus. We keep Shuttlecock in, and he sends out Seismitoad. We then heal, then attack, and repeat the process until both Seismitoad and Cinderace dies. Seismitoad we kept using Crunch, Cinderace we kept using Scald. Leon sends out Charizard, and we switch to John Bass. We heal Shuttlecock, and John Bass falls to a Max Overgrowth. We send Shuttlecock back out to Dynamax. Max Overgrowth gets us to yellow, does a fuck ton of damage, and then we use a Max Rockfall. Yes! 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 Oh my god! I did not think that was gonna one-shot. I did not think that was gonna one-shot. I thought I was gonna have to max guard the next turn and... Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit, it's over. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh my god, it's over. And there you go. I've beaten Pokemon Sword with only Basculin. I think it's ironic that the attempt I beat it was the one that I absolutely lost my mind in at the beginning of that battle and crashed out. This was one hell of a video. It was obviously an idea I had about a year ago, but I never really got to making it until a few months ago. Thank you, Basculin, and I'm sorry that I considered you my least favorite Pokemon for a while. Thanks also to Matt for helping me. Even if it was only a little bit, I'm still very grateful. He's working on a video now too, so I'll throw his link in the description. But the most important people I'd like to thank is all of you guys watching this video. I cannot express my gratitude for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I'm just some random schmuck beating a game made for kids with only a couple of fish, but for whatever reason you clicked on this video, thank you. I'm also curious what underrated Pokemon other people really like, so let me know down in the comments below. Obviously mine's Basculin. Anyways, I hope to see you all in another video soon, so I'll catch you all on the flip side. Peace.